Hi, everybody. This is Mike. Today I have Jerry Magdaleno with us. Thank you, Jerry.
You're welcome, Mike. Good morning.
Good morning. Today we're going to talk about the June position report. This is the 11th position report of the 2022-2021 crop year. So one more to go. I think kind of right off the bat, it's been a fantastic report. We shipped 278 million pounds, the best report of the year in that aspect.
And better than expected.
Yeah, better. Yeah, I think everybody was talking 260 million pounds. So definitely outperformed expectations. It beat the next best shipment of the year by about 21 million pounds. So just fantastic. It's kind of odd that you're having the best shipment of the year kind of this late in the crop year. Normally it would kind of be your October, November, December, somewhere in there. Usually it's your October number would be your best. But so the shipments were fantastic. I mean, export was up 38%, driven primarily by Western Europe, the Middle East, and India.
So why do you think domestic was down 2%?
I almost think you got to start looking at being down 2% as somewhat of a victory right now on the U.S. domestic market. We continue to, scratch our head a little bit as to why and what. Again, I think there's probably a lot of different reasons why the domestic market's down. Retail prices are probably still high. Hard getting other ingredients to use with our almonds because you may be still having some logistical importing issues. So I don't know. I think it's a lot of issues. One of the numbers out of this shipping report that we were looking at was India, right? They took 39 million pounds. Basically, year to date now, India is up 1%. So they've really made up a lot of ground in these later months of the crop year. And I think that sizable shipment into India in June is actually going to be good for India, right? Diwali is early this year, so India locally will need the product. You're shipping almonds anywhere from crop year lows, so I think you'll be able to kind of work through all of this inventory, and I think it's going to create a nice gradual rising price, which I think everybody can get behind.
So at least short term, you think this will be good for India and then for the almond market?
The almond market in general, I do. I think, this is right kind of coming off the back of a 2.6 billion pound objective estimate. So lower than expectations there. So kind of changed the general mood, I think, within the industry to, okay, this thing's going to be going up. Now you have better than expected position report, which is going to probably cement the fact that your carry-in is going to be 800 million pounds or less. So better than what we had originally expected as well. Right, so I think you're setting yourself up for a upward trajectory. I think it's now kind of going to be imperative that there's still old crop that needs to be sold, right? So I think it's going to be continuing to focus on moving that out. We're about 83% sold on the 2021 crop supply compared to about 89% sold, 90% sold this time last year. So there's still a little bit of still some sales that we need to be making, but in terms of sales that were made in the month of June, it was 118 million pounds sold, which is a record for June. So another good piece.
So going forward for July,
yeah,
it doesn't look like we could have a record shipment month for July.
You might be able to set a record for July, but I don't think you'll set like an all-time crop year record, right? Which what June was. June was a record over last year's June, but was also a record for beating any month that we'd shipped in the month in the 2021 crop year. So I think you'll do well in July. You'll probably beat last year. I think last year we shipped 229 million pounds. You'll probably ship close to 240, maybe something like that. Again, cementing that crop, that carry out.
So that is a positive.
Yes, yeah, super. So I think generally the takeaway is with the objective with this position report, you can start. It's easier to start seeing the more bullish information coming out, right? You have low shipments last year that you should be able to beat pretty easily this year if we keep selling into this market. You have new crop commitments that are lower than this time last year, so maybe that puts a little bit of pressure on the buying community. Hey, you might have potentially missed the bottom of the market here. and kind of slowly, incrementally build pricing higher.
Okay, then going to prices.
Yeah.
For the pools, it'll be easier to sell into this.
Yeah.
Call pool growers.
Yeah.
Okay, we had about a 10 to 15 cent jump after the estimate last Friday.
Yeah.
So what kind of price jump will we get after this number today?
I don't know. Today, after this report's come out, we've been seeing bids, maybe on new crop, we could start there 15 cents higher than before the estimate. Maybe
Okay.
so maybe about 10 cents from the estimate, 5 cents from this
Okay.
report type deal. I think current crop, maybe you won't get as much of an uplift on it, right? I think everybody knows it's there. Everybody in the, buyers in general know it's there. So I think you'll start to see a little bit of a pricing differential. I think that current crop's going to be getting discounted to the new crop, So I think if you're a call guy, it's about, hey, keep on participating on your 2021 crop.
So then growers should also start thinking about selling some new crop here soon.
Yeah, I think just general participation is probably good. The industry is already about 9% sold on new crop. That probably means that the pools are more sold than that and the call guys are less sold than that,
Yes,
right?
that's what I would believe.
So I do think that people are going to need money. People are going to need to sell a little bit. And I think, as we see this market develop, you're going to have to give it a few days. But as we see this market develop, probably be a good time to start averaging into the market. So anything else, Jerry?
Nope, I think that's it
Cool.
from here.
Cool. Thank you very much. Well,
Owen, you're welcome.
that has been Jerry and Mike, and that was the June position report. Thank you very much.
Thank you.